and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to grill some chicken breast for a chicken and bacon sandwich. So the first thing that you're going to do is warm up your nonstick pan, and I've sprayed it lightly with avocado oil. And make sure it's warmed up before you add your chicken to it. I've seasoned the chicken breast, and this is just one breast split in half. And I've seasoned it with Cavender's seasoning and some kosher salt. And I'll link everything down below for Cavender's. It's one of my favorite seasonings for chicken, but you can use whatever you like, actually. So this is going to cook for about 4 minutes on each side, and you want that beautiful browning. And now it's done. Now we're going to make Drummond's ranch dressing. And I wanted to try this out as the spread, and I like it a lot. There are some things that I'm going to suggest to you to change. You start with a clove of garlic and you really mash it up and add a little salt to that, and then start adding your mayonnaise. This is a cup of the avocado mayonnaise that I use. And you're going to add a half a cup of sour cream. This makes a lot of dressing. You're going to have a lot left over, which is fine. You can use it on salads or other sandwiches. Now we'll add a few other things. Let's do our seasonings now. So I've got some dill, and it's interesting because on Ree's recipe, she doesn't measure anything. She's just, everything is to your taste. So dill can be strong, so I didn't add a whole lot of that, and onion powder as well. And finally, I'm finishing with some paprika, which I love, so I did an extra dose of that. I did about a teaspoon of Worcestershire and half a teaspoon of white vinegar. And just mix all of that up. And one thing that I did love about on Ree's blog, she said taste it, which I will do, and adjust the seasoning. It's a messy little dressing, I'm going to tell you. Fortunately, I have tons of chives and fresh chives in my herb garden, so I'm going to add chives. And I had fresh oregano, and that is something that Ree recommended putting in your dressing. Honestly, the next time I make this, I'm going to skip the oregano. It's pretty strong. And then, of course, you can use fresh parsley, which I didn't have enough to do that, so I'm using dried. And mixing everything up really well. You can also add cayenne, which I did not do because I didn't want it to fight with the chicken seasoning. But if I was making this dressing to use on salad, I would definitely put maybe 1/4 teaspoon or more of cayenne. So I'm tasting it now, and it needs a little bit more salt. And overall, I actually like this dressing a lot. Again, like I said, I'm definitely going to make it again. However, I'm not going to put the oregano. So I wanted to try this bread. I absolutely love it. It is from Publix Bakery, and it's just their Italian loaf, but it has everything but the bagel seasoning. It is so good, and I thought, perfect. This is going to be perfect for this handheld. As you'll see, it doesn't stand up very well with the chicken, so I'm going to make this again using a different type of bread. I feel like maybe it needs to be on French bread or, you know, some sort of bun. The sandwich turned out beautiful. However, the bread just started getting a little bit, I don't know, mushy. Tasted fine, but I believe we could do, you know, a little bit better. And another thing, when you're building your sandwiches, you may want to stack it a little bit differently than I did here. I've done the chicken with bacon, tomatoes, and I'm making some cream spinach. So I had spinach out, and I thought, oh, that's going to be beautiful for color. And it tasted great. But I'm always looking for ways to improve things. So when you're actually building this sandwich, I'd probably put the bacon on the bottom, and then the chicken, and then the veggies. So there is your complete sandwich. Enjoy!